Hello, everyone. It's Beth Incorvati, and this broadcast is a review of a module that was presented in Start Smart Session 2, the dollars in the database. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So in this session, what we're going to review is the following. First of all, what it means to be top of mind, the long-term financial impact of the clients that you earn today, how your business is truly valued, the what, why, and how of a database and CRM. And if you don't know what these things are right now, no worries. This is going to be revealed and discussed as we move forward. So here's what is likely to happen pretty soon in your real estate career. You're going to get super excited because you're working with buyers, and after spending time showing properties, you get them under contract to purchase a home valued at $500,000. There is a 2.5% commission offered, also something to be very excited about. And that means that your gross commission income on this settlement will be $12,500. What I want to share with you next is our industry's sad and dirty little secret. If you are like most agents, average agents, but most agents, that is going to be the last paycheck you're ever going to receive as a result of working with that client. It doesn't have to be that way. And in fact, I want you to adopt a mindset now that you're never going to work like that. Now I want you to imagine a different scenario. So let's fast forward 5 years. And over these 5 years, you've kept in touch with these buyers and you've remained top of mind. So you've just listed that home that you helped them purchase 5 years ago. It's now valued at $585,000. And they're moving up, and you're going to represent them as they purchase an $800,000 home. And that's not all. Last year, they referred their neighbors to you, and you sold their home for $562,000. And the year before that, they referred a family member who bought a condo for $318,000. So how does an additional $56,625 sound? I know how it sounds, and you know how it sounds. It sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? So when we're talking about what the impact of one client can mean, let's take a look. If you are a transactional agent who provides no follow-up after the sale, I call them a one and done type of agent, you're looking at a gross commission income of $12,500. However, if you're that agent who commits to using a CRM and remains top of mind, you stand to earn gross commission income of $69,125 just by staying in touch, just by reaching out, just by remaining memorable. It's a pretty significant difference, don't you think? There's a lot of opportunity for you because, again, the average agent doesn't do this. Please, I don't want you to develop bad habits. So let's take a look at NAR. Now, the National Association of Realtors publishes some really impressive data every year, and one of those is their annual profile of home buyers and sellers. So look at what we gleaned from this particular report. First of all, their research showed that 39% of sellers who used a real estate agent found their agents through a referral by friends or family. Okay, so let's stop for a second. These are sellers. They likely bought that house that they're now selling, but yet 39% of them still reached out to a friend or a family member for a referral to another agent, not the one that they used. Second thing to point out about this statistic is that you want to consider among your friends and family who can refer you. This is where you start. the answer also to this is everyone that you know right now has the potential to refer business to you. And your challenge is to let them know that you're in business, you're committed, you're valid, and you welcome those referrals. The second really interesting and frankly alarming statistic from this report is that 25% use the agent they worked with previously to buy or sell a home. Only 25%. Now, this flies in the face of the other research that they had done. They polled buyers right after settlement and asked them how likely they were to use that agent again. And an overwhelming majority of them, like in excess of 90%, said, I would definitely use that agent again. But look what happens down the road. Only 25% of them do. And you want to know why? Because they forget who you are. That's exactly why. Somebody else infiltrates their mind space and becomes influential and earns that business. That's why it happens. There will come a day when it happens to you and you're not going to like that feeling. And again, doesn't have to be that way. So top of mind awareness is simply being that first or second person, because that's how many agents the average person can name. You're going to own that space in that person's head. When they are ready to buy or sell, they're going to think of two people. You want it to be you first. The question is, do your friends and family members know that you're in business, number one? Do they know that you're anxious to help them, or the friends and family members they can refer to you? You need to start working this now. I have found that lots of agents want to do the following things. Get through every class they think they can take, earn an additional designation, do whatever it takes for them in order to feel valid or credible. And I'm telling you, your intention and your desire trumps everything else. It's never going to be perfect. There's never going to be ideal conditions. You need to start now. Will they think of you first, or are you not flying your flag and letting them know that you're ready, willing, and able? So how do you remain top of mind? There's a couple things that you do. First, you find a great database and CRM platform, and you commit to mastering a system to work it. You communicate consistently with your past, present, and future clients. You don't let that go. You might send emails. You're going to make phone calls. You're going to write letters and mail note cards. Some agents even throw annual parties and sponsor events to get their clients back together to remind them of who the agent is and what they do. These are all smart things to do. It's all part of a strategy. And frankly, it is a significant part of your lead generation and your weekly activities. This is a mindset piece that I think is so critical. I want you to remember this, that the client that you settle today are now tomorrow's prospects and referral sources for you, which is why you need to remain top of mind and remain in consistent communication with them. So what's a database? Really simple. It's a place where your information is organized. It's your names, your email addresses, your phone numbers, your physical addresses, anniversaries, birth dates, anniversaries of settling on the property. It's where you can go in, access that information, manage it, update it, break it into groups. What's a CRM? That stands for your customer relationship management. It is the software that you will use, programs that you will use, and the strategies and tactics you'll then implement that are going to enable you to organize and optimize your customer relations. And everybody does this, guys. I want you to think about the last time maybe you went to Best Buy or Banana Republic or Victoria's Secret. You go up to the counter and the first thing they say to you is, your email address, please? Why do they do that? Because all businesses now recognize the importance of knowing who their customers are, how to communicate with them, and what to send them to keep them top of mind and coming back for more. It's no different for you. You need to do the same thing. Now, a few programs or platforms that you can take a look at. The first one is Sharper Agent. It's a database and CRM. You've got email marketing campaigns, print marketing pieces that you can order. You can put these things on autopilot. There's online marketing tools, zillions of templates for you to use. You purchase an annual contract, but the good news is that our company provides a subsidy for you. The next one is Top Producer. This is a cloud-based CRM that's going to be easy for you to access and manage from any source. It integrates with 5 Street, our new lead routing system. Also offers automation in terms of drip campaigns and online marketing tools. Important dates and reminders can be in one place. There is a monthly fee with an annual contract. And I will say that Top Producer's been around for quite a while, and they are known to have a reputation for being an industry technology leader. Lots of different companies and lots of different industries use Constant Contact. This is email marketing and contact management. They're going to let you know who's unsubscribing because you want to give people an out, because some people, if they perceive spam or whatever, that's how it might be perceived. So unsubscribing is important. It's going to identify inactive addresses, bounces, etc. It's going to show you who opens and clicks through and reads your emails, who might forward it and share it with others. You can create highly customized content, or you can use templates. And if you just want to get your feet wet a little bit, you got a 60-day free trial. Monthly plans start at $5. Not bad. And look, I don't really care what you're using. I just want you to develop the habit of using something. Find something that's going to be comfortable to you, that you're going to get the hang of and be engaged with weekly. So the question that we asked in class that I'll throw out here is, what do you think you stand to gain by committing to a CRM? Well, what you stand to gain is more clients, more referrals, more settlements, more money. Period. End of discussion. That's what it's all about. And what might you lose if you don't? All of those things we just listed. If you don't stay in touch, if you do not remain top of mind, you will lose clients, you will lose opportunity, and you will lose money. It's going to feel like a kick in the stomach the first time you drive past a property that you sold 2 or 3 years ago and you see a for sale sign in the yard and your name's not on it. Because you're going to swear, they loved me, they'll never forget about me. Well, you know what? They did. Because someone else managed to have more influence over them at the time that they needed to make that decision. Don't let it be you. Often agents tell me that they've got concerns around cost, fear of technology, and time. You got to get over that. You simply need to try it. And the return on investment is huge compared to what you might stand to invest on a monthly or annual basis. Who or what can you leverage for assistance? Well, you can come to social media and tech training. You can eventually hire someone to do the database CRM management for you. And you can ask your fellow agents, what's working for you? What do you like? What do you not like? These are all things that can help point you in the right direction and get you working smartly. So the nuts and bolts are this. When you're talking about your database, you need to commit time each week to the building and working of it. Put this in your schedule. I'm challenging you to add at least one new person per day, per workday to your database. Okay, that's easy. You can absolutely do that, so I'm challenging you to do that. Schedule time on your work days or when you're going to sit down and devote yourself to it. Otherwise, you'll back burner it and it won't happen. So keep at it. Next thing is utilize apps and tools that make this easier, and I'll share one with you, but there's plenty. And a lot of these platforms will have mobile apps, so you can easily do things, with your smartphone or with your iPad or tablet. Use them. You do not have to be necessarily just sitting down at your laptop or desktop in order to do this work. Lots of agents do it, and I have found that this is one of the first things that top producers will leverage to someone else. You can pay someone $10 an hour to do this. Maybe it's your teenager. Maybe it is a student at a local community college. You can call this a paid internship, someone who's working in marketing or, in software. Because you really need to determine what your time is worth. Your best and highest use is in your lead generation activities and in going on listing appointments and consulting with buyers. You need to calculate what that time is worth. When you do, you'll find $10 an hour to do that. It just makes sense. Here's one of these great tools that I'd recommend that you use. Look into something like Open Home Pro. This is very, very affordable software that you can put right on your tablet. More people are willing to register using this kind of technology when you host an open house as opposed to the pen and paper sign-in sheet. And by the way, when people are coming in, don't say to them, "Would you please sign in?" What I want you to do instead is say, "Would you please step over here to register?" Don't give them the option, just put it right in front of them. When you use an app like this, the information can easily be shot right into your database, makes it super simple. And this is a huge time saver for you. So I encourage you to try something like that. So next, let's talk about setting the stage so that you'll be letting your clients know, establishing that expectation, okay? So it's super simple. You just want to let them know that you intend to keep in touch with them and that that's how you work. Listen, John and Mary, I like to communicate with my clients before, during, and after the sale. I hope that's going to be all right with you. You can use statements like this. Listen, you can always count on me to refer great contractors and service providers to you. I'm the local expert. If you need anyone at all, I want you to call me. You're going to love that feeling when 6 months, a year and a half after the sale that they call you and say, "Hey, Mary, we need a great electrician, we need an accountant, we need a painter," any of those things. That means they're still connected to you and that you're remaining top of mind and that they see you as a go-to resource for them. You can use a statement like, "Hey, I'm going to be forwarding a newsletter to you each month," or "I intend to update you on what's happening in your neighborhood from time to time." Sending a quarterly neighborhood update to them is great because they didn't just invest in the house, they invested in the neighborhood, and they're always going to want to know what's happening, what has listed, what has sold, what has failed to sell. Maybe there's new zoning updates, things that are going to occur. This is all stuff that you can share that will be valuable information. Sometimes I'll hear an agent say to me, "I don't want to bother them." You're not bothering anybody when you're sending them an item of value, and this is certainly one of them. So you want to weave these types of statements into your conversations throughout the process, guys, not all at once, okay? When you do this, you're slowly going to be kind of, again, setting the stage, establishing the expectation that you're that agent who's going to keep in touch with them every now and then. Make it easier for yourself. On Associates Only, that's what this little toolbox is for, you will find a client experience summary sheet. Some people might call it a survey, but this is going to allow you to gather testimonials, measure your performance, and plant the seed that you will be reaching out to them again. Because the last question on this summary is, "May I continue to provide you with neighborhood updates and household tips after the sale. Of course, they're going to check yes, and of course that you have established that and you've planted the seed that they will be hearing from you again. You're going to need to establish groups within your database. Let's take a quick look at those. First, your sphere of influence, people you know who know you. Past clients, as you earn them, they're going to go into a group. Agents in and out of your market. There is absolutely tremendous value in a large agent database, okay? Agents from outside of your area stand to refer people to you, and you want to establish a large referral network for yourself from agents out of your marketplace. Agents in your marketplace need to know about your new listings, about your brokers opens, public opens, price adjustments, changes to the property. All of this stuff, super, super important. And I want you to be able to say with confidence when you go on a listing appointment, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm not going to wait for the agents in my market to find your home on the MLS. I'm going to personally deliver this information to them, to the over 200 agents I have in my database. Guys, that's a strong statement to make. You're not going to be passive, you're going to be proactive, and the proactive agent is the one who gets hired. Other groups, you want to establish prospect groups, A, B, and C. Each of these are broken out according to how far out they are within making a purchase. If they have demonstrated their ability to purchase now, are they truly ready, willing, and able? Your C prospects may or may not ever materialize into anything. Maybe they sent you a web lead, maybe you met them at an open house, but why not continue to communicate with them? Why not? You stand to lose nothing. Also within your database, referral partners. These are going to be those tried and true service providers. Some of them are really going to be a posse of people that you work with consistently. Home inspector, loan officers, contractors, painters, home stagers, okay? You want to put this, you want to formulate a group just for them because you need to keep in touch with them, let them know what you're working on, and then certainly bring them into the mix. So here's a couple thought questions that was brought up in class. How might a comprehensive list of reliable vendors, resources, and partners benefit your business? Well, first of all, it makes your client's experience better. It can expedite things, and it gets you to the table. You do not do this job alone. Clients need the money, meaning mortgage. Very often, repairs need to be made, inspections need to be done. You're going to need a posse of people. They give you the ability, if you're kind of that resource, your past clients will remain aligned with you and will reach out to you again for new referrals and recommendations. And when these referral partners see that you are consistently promoting their efforts, they will consistently promote yours. To make the most of this segment of your database, cross-promote, do some joint marketing. Every opportunity that you attempt to create for yourself to get in front of people, you should invite your posse to come along for the ride. They can assist you in hosting your brokers opens and your public opens. They should be present at your client appreciation parties, perhaps at housewarming parties that you throw. If you send mailers out, why not let them insert an offer into that envelope as well? Why not? When you help others grow, you will grow yourself. I want you to start on this now. This will be a living, breathing, growing document. You'll find this in Associates Only. This is our trusted service provider list of reliable resources. It goes in alphabetical order. Currently, it is 7 pages and over 100 different types of service providers, everybody from accountants to snow removal to mobile dog grooming. appliance repair, awning repair, and hardwood flooring specialists. They're all listed here, guys. I challenge you to get this list filled out. It's going to prompt you to meet other small business owners. It's going to prompt you to get email addresses and website addresses that you can start putting into your database. It's going to encourage you to meet others. Ask fellow agents if you need a recommendation, but don't just go on what others say. You need to meet these people yourself and see if they reflect your standards and intention and work the way that you do. In class, we did a breakout exercise to discuss value items to send to your database groups. I would encourage you to think about that. When you consider the groups that you have, then you need to determine, this is part of you becoming systematic, what do I send them that's going to be valuable and not feel like, to me, like I'm bothering them? Well, certainly a newsletter, perhaps it's monthly, with seasonal home maintenance tips, decorating trends and ideas. Certainly quarterly, what's going on in the market? How many homes are on the market? Are values increasing or decreasing? What's happening with mortgage rates? Maybe a couple of your providers are going to offer some really exclusive pricing or opportunities, especially for your clients. Maybe it's gutter cleaning or power washing or snow removal or anything. It could be anything. But certainly you want to announce your new listings, you want to announce public opens and ask everyone in your database to consider sending people that they know or sharing the information about it. There's lots that you can do. I encourage you to come to Next Level Series classes where you can learn about the best things to send and how to make this work. In the words of Zig Ziglar, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Don't let any fear or trepidation around this hold you back, guys. You just simply need to get started. So I want you to go out there today and go be great. Thanks for joining in.